All right, what do you got?
All right, so right off the bat, so I've been on. Well, I found you on YouTube. I watched a good amount of your videos. The three things that specifically made me want to join up on your program is one, you have multiple days throughout the week where you swim and run twice. My eyes lit up on that because I was on Stu Smith, his program, and I found myself running, swimming, and then, hungry to do more. So I would go hit the pool again, but I didn't know if I was doing too much. It wasn't in the program, but seeing that in your program, that's part of it. I lit up, that draw me to it. And then the second thing is the pound of pasta. So I just started doing that. I literally heard about it less than 24 hours ago. I realized it all makes sense. I've been eating, it's like you called me out through the TV. You said you can't be eating rice and oatmeal and expect to make any gains. Called me out right through the TV. So that makes sense. Total makes sense. I'm going to be on that immediately. I slammed a pound yesterday. I'm deep into that today as well.
Did you feel different today?
Yeah, so I did. I felt different today. Yesterday and today, I completely out of whack. I just started a new job, completely screwed up the schedule. I hit a long swim last night. And I did your swim workout this morning. Didn't get enough sleep, but that's on me because I'm getting used to this swim workout. But when I started that yesterday, it felt like all the glycogen just filled into the muscles. It felt good. And I can't wait to see how it hits every single week. I may even be doing more than a pound just because I'm bigger, a little bit bigger of a guy.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10", 170 to 175.
You're not very big, brother.
Well, I'm not big, but I'm bigger than, like you were telling these guys that are probably about 130, 140, 150.
It don't really matter. It's more so calories burned.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
definitely for sure.
More. It's just like at some point, you got as much long chain carbohydrates in your system as you're going to take. So.
And that's going to make a difference. I already know. Not saying I wasted, like the same guy in the video, not saying I wasted 4 months. The last 4 months of hitting it hard, but I could have definitely hit some better times and had better energy to go faster.
He's at Bud's right now.
The guy you were talking to about the pasta. Yep. And then the third thing that drew me to you is your swim. So I did that this morning, the 10 hundreds freestyle.
Yep.
It's killer. I've been doing, obviously Stu's 50, 100 workouts, which has got me endurance wise pretty good. It's gotten me 925 swim, but just to push into that 8 minute, this speed thing is the missing puzzle piece for sure.
What was your interval this morning?
So I did, my first one was 127, minute 27.
Yes. All right, then
And my last one was 140. So I bonked pretty quick.
No. I mean, that's so like, what was your interval time?
So the intervals, so you add the 30 seconds in between, and you don't
add 30 seconds in between.
For the time you in between each set.
No, that's not true.
I might be mistaken on it.
Yeah, you mistaken. That's why I'm having this conversation with you.
Yes, sir.
So you swam a 127. So then you should have added 30 seconds to that. What is that?
That is 157.
Okay. So you don't do odd numbers. So you can either go down to 55 or I recommend going up to 2 minutes. That's your interval time. So you set your watch at 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes you lead a wall. So at the beginning you get 30 seconds of rest. At the end you would have only got 18 with your 142.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
Mess that up. So tomorrow is Wednesday. You got 2 minute intervals. Then what are you going to do on Monday?
The following Monday. So my plan is
no, not what your plan is. What the PDF says.
Well, what the PDF says: early morning run, ideally this time tree.
The fucking swimming pool, Eric. The swimming pool.
The swimming pool. So Monday, I'm going to do 10 intervals. I'm gonna set the watch every 2 minutes. I'm gonna leave the wall.
No. I do listen, bro. Listen. Okay. You got the PDF in your hand, correct?
Yes, sir.
It tells you every week to take 5 seconds off. So what is your interval next week?
A minute 55.
Yes. What is it the week after that?
A minute 50.
Yes. You have to swim faster to get rest. Did you swim everyone as hard as you could?
Yes.
Okay. Are you doing flip turns?
No, but I'm hitting the wall. No, I'm not doing the flip turns.
Okay,
I
so
haven't learned that yet.
you're gonna start doing flip turns then.
Yes, sir. I talked to a guy today about that. Actually, he was in the water. He's a college swimmer.
Learn how to do flip turns. I don't want to hear no shit about no more flip turns. Flip turns is 10 seconds a lap. Down, back, 10 seconds. So instead of swimming a 127, you swim a 115 with flip turns, basically.
All right. So they one take it down 5 seconds each week. And do you suggest so today it said a 500 cool down. Now 500, does that mean obviously cool down, but can you do that? What is cool down defined? Like taking breaks in between? Are we doing a whole 500 freestyle?
Whatever you want.
Okay, because today I stretched out after those 10 and I did another 500s.
You did another 5 100s?
Yes, sir.
Like on interval?
Yes, sir.
So here's what I'm gonna say. I mean, the swimmers swim 20 100s, 30 100s. Yeah. Okay. To me, it's kind of a waste of time, right? We're not swimming freestyle for 100,000 yards. We're gonna swim side stroke for 50. For 500. So it's at some point you law of diminishing returns. So I would just swim an easy 500, whatever you want. Like I normally just swim freestyle and then be done.
Yes, sir.
Because this whole thing is geared for the PST. It ain't geared to go to buds.
Yeah, I'm 100% aware about that. I'm not going to ask anything about fins or nothing like that.
You haven't even got a contract yet, right?
No. I'm taking everyone's advice. I'm not taking a PST with the recruiter till I'm in the 8s, sub 9. So this is the one thing. So Tuesday and Thursday, you got those 5-mile runs. All throughout high school, all I did was lift weights and run long distance slowly. I know how I function doing that. I think it'd be better to switch up those 5 miles and plug something else in there, just because that aerobic 5 long distance running, I literally did that for years.
So listen,
I'm lacking the speed.
Listen, that PDF right there has so much success behind it. You know that's not my PDF, right?
Whose is it?
It came out the Naval Academy circa fucking 96. All it's done for the last 30 years is produce Navy SEALs. So you can sit here and try to tell me you're going to do something else. First thing I'm going to tell you is, okay, you're not going to be successful.
No, I understand that. I was just saying, because a lot of times with the runners, you tell them,
what are you going to do that's going to make you, what are you going to do on Tuesdays and Thursdays that's going to help your speed?
Tuesdays, maybe 6 half miles. Thursdays, 8 quarters.
What are you doing? What are you doing on Friday?
The Friday, you could hit the sprints again. I lack the speed. That's my problem.
Oh, okay, Eric, can I just tell you you're a fucking idiot?
All right.
Okay.
Is it because that's too much? No recovery time in between?
You have no recovery time. Here's what I'm going to tell you. This is what I'm going to tell you, okay? I tell everybody the same fucking thing. You can do what you think is best, or you can follow this PDF and be successful. Just 3 years ago, this PDF made a motherfucking running 415 miles, from 6-minute miles to 415 in 4 months, okay? Is it the best way to train? Probably not. If you hired a bunch of Olympic training people for running and swimming and weightlifting, they probably come up with a slightly different program for every individual. Is this a fucking solid ass crescent wrench that's going to get you sub 9, close to sub 8 swim? Absolutely. All day, every day. Is it going to get you ready to go to buds? Not right now. But when you get it up to 45, 50 miles, then it will. So you can sit here and I just tell everybody the same thing. Give it 8 weeks and tell me if you get slower or faster. Because whatever you've been doing fucking stinks. Okay? Because that's the facts. If you're not running fast right now, I got a dude right now that's not on the running portion of this program. Because the motherfucker's running 31-minute 5 miles. And all he does is go out and run hard 5 times a week, and then he has a long run on Saturday. That's all he does. Okay. But he's Hispanic. He got huge ass lungs. He got different skill set than you have. Okay. If I only ran 5 times a week, I'll be slow as shit, period. So give it like 8 weeks, 7 weeks, and see where you're at. Because if you're trying to do more, I tell everybody the same thing. You can do all the extra you want. You're not going to get any gains.
All right.
And if you're not sleeping 10 hours a night, you're not going to get no gains.
10 hours, pound of pasta.
At least 10 hours.
Yeah. Now, how many of the guys that start on this program have good CSS form?
Have good CSS form?
Yeah.
We don't worry about CSS at all.
CSS won't get you a fast CSS. Those hundreds will.
Nope. Because if you're swimming a 115 freestyle, I don't care what your CSS form is, you're gonna get in the pool and swim at sub 830 easy. The only thing we're gonna work on is dolphin kick off the wall so that you're only swimming half a lap.
All right. Well, that should be good. So I'll stick to it. I didn't know if there was any specifics. Just stick to the PDF exactly how it says.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you've been on Stu's program, so like, you may find that 3 800s is easy. You go up to 5, right? Like that's we started off, it used to just be 8 800s. And then one of the track dude over at Purdue was like, look, start them off at 3 and add 1 every week until they get to 12.
Would you say if let's say I started up at 6 or 5 instead of 3, do I cap at 12 or do I keep going?
You stop at 12.
Okay, so the last few weeks, just keep it at 12.
Yep. Or you can change it up. Like I tell everybody, like, I don't care if you delete like one of the speed workouts a week. You don't have to stick to it absolutely religiously. Just don't add a bunch of extra shit to it. Like if you add extra shit, you're not going to be successful because it's already a lot of work. And like that doesn't even have lifting in it.
I don't need to lift at all.
Okay. All right. You got anything else, brother?
Yeah, just one more. So for the time tree, you said it's when you're at
what kind of watch do you have?
Garmin Instinct. It's perfect.
Okay, so you could program your Garmin Instinct to have all the intervals on it, right?
Yeah, through the app. I have the app. I do that. Yeah.
Okay.
So when the goal is to get that as fast as possible, get 3.5, 3.7 miles, be able to get up there.
Anything north of 3.3, 3.4, you're flying. Unless you're crazy man who ran 4.4.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's insane.
But he was clipping 405 miles, and he ain't a runner.
That's nuts. All right. Well, that's it. That's all I have. I'll stick to the PDF, and the only thing switch up is if the 3, 4 half miles are too little.
So on Monday, Eric, text me over your first lap and your last lap time on the swim.
All right. With 50.
You should never, I tell everybody the same thing. You should never see any of your distances for the speed tree go down. So it should always slowly increase. Okay. If it starts going down, then there's a problem. Call me.
All right.
And then work on stride length every day.
Yeah, there's a few videos on that.
Yep.
All right.
All right, brother. You got any problems? Give me a call. Thanks for buying the masterclass. Hopefully at some point I can make this motherfucker free.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
All right, later.